Nicole McFadden, and I just really, first of all, want you guys to, really get to know who I am on a personal level, and I want you to understand the topic of what I'm going to be speaking about today. Now, I know that there's some of you out there who are dealing with this. It's called fear, and to be honest with you, what they say fear is, it's false evidence, and it only appears real to you. You get it? False evidence appearing real. So, very often, even myself, I always put this in my mind that, hey, I can't do this, or, this is not an opportunity for me. Why do I even have this opportunity to speak with you guys right now? I'm gonna be honest, at one point in my life, I was one of those people who was kind of camera shy, and for me being, internet entrepreneur, a singer, and a songwriter, I had to get used to the camera. That was one of the fears that, I basically faced. But, moving forward in my life, there's been several opportunities that have come to me, and I feel like fear was definitely something that, held me back, because I would always get this thing, this like premeditated imagination, for better words, in my mind that always said, hey, this is not for you, or before I even would try it, or there's not an opportunity out there for you to put yourself in a better situation. And coming from Chicago State University with a bachelor's in criminal justice, and Full Sail University with a master's in entertainment business, the job market was definitely very, very hard for me. I mean, most of the jobs I applied for, I was overqualified, or they would tell me, hey, well, you don't have experience, so you're still considered to be overqualified because you have a degree and you don't have any experience within that field. So, now you're back at odds again, and you're just like, okay, when is this opportunity, going to present itself to me? But more so, what I've learned to do personally is to make fear something that gives me a push. I mean, if you think about it, anything that you fear right now is normally something that, is going to be a big breakthrough for you. It may be a company that you're working with. It may be, a spouse, or a boyfriend or girlfriend, and you may want to say those three words, and I love you, and you may be thinking in your mind, well, how is he going to feel about that, or how is she going to feel about that? Is she going to reject me? Is she going to accept me? At the bottom line of all of that is fear. I mean, that's what actually keeps a lot of us in society from moving forward. And as far as I'm concerned, my definition of it is a disease of your mind. And they say what a disease is. It's a dis-ease. So once you get to the point where, you start actually believing something, that's when, the fear actually leaves. And anything that you're currently doing right now in your life, if there's a doubt in your mind, that doubt is called fear. And for all of my believers out there, I mean, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. If you believe in Buddha, or, if you have a different religion, okay, whoever you worship, that that person is supposed to be giving you the confidence to move forward. But you also know that there's a difference between good and evil. And if somebody's evil, then that that person is trying to put fear in your heart. And that's what Satan does. I mean, he comes to and fro from the earth, every day. So when you come to a situation where you decide, okay, I'm having a really bad day today, or I'm not going to go forth with this, think about why you're thinking that way. I mean, I'm speaking from my personal experience. Can I get personal with y'all? Is that okay? Because even right now, I feel like, just because I cut this camera on, this is my first Google Hangout, okay? Do you know how long I've had a fear of getting on this Google Hangout, worried about what people are going to say, how I'm looking, how people feel about, the way that I react to them, and my personality, and actually allowing people to get to know me as a person. That was always a fear of mine. But right now, I can laugh, I can smile about it because I'm breaking through a fear of mine, and I feel like it's no better time right now than to actually share it and display it with you guys to let you guys know that I'm actually going through the process of allowing fear to leave my life. You have to cast fear away. And the biggest way to cast fear away, well, the best way, should I say, is to love what it is that you're doing. It doesn't matter what you do. If you love it, there is going to be no fear. There is going to be no opportunity for you to doubt what you're doing. Whatever it is, even if it's a hobby, more than likely that's the thing that you should be doing on a daily basis. That's the thing that you should be really embracing. And I had to tell myself, Nicole, you are an awesome speaker. I had to really encourage myself because I talk to people on a daily basis. I do Facebook, social media, and being an internet entrepreneur, a lot of times you do have to talk to people. So, I had to break that fear. I had a fear of sending people messages and asking them, what it is that they do for a living and how we could come together and make a big deal out of everything that we know individually and what we can actually do as a team. I always sit back and watch so many successful people who made it where they are. You got to think about it like this. Wherever you are right now, you honestly believe in your mind that, okay, I'm here because of the way that I think or the way that I thought about this situation. I graduated from college because I didn't have a fear of getting out. I didn't have a fear of taking that test. I didn't have a fear of putting myself, at the top of the class and graduating cum laude, with a 3.87 GPA. Could have been a 4.0, but that little 13% could have been the reason why I didn't get a 4.0, because maybe I didn't believe I was worth a 4.0 or I was worthy of graduating, honors, just straight out. But, I can't go back there, but I can also use that for, reference and experience for exactly why, I actually got past that point, and a very good scenario. I used to run college track. I had a full scholarship, Chicago State University. Most of you who are, affiliated with me on Google, Facebook, and Twitter that know me from high school, they know how good I was. And when I got to college, they know that I was even better. But, I had to get past the fear of what people were going to think, about if I won or if I lost. Once I got to the point where I stopped giving, excuse my French, a damn about what somebody thought about me, that's when I got my breakthrough. That's when I put myself in the position of, okay, I know who I am. You have to know who you are. You have to know what your purpose here on life is, and in life is. But, once you decide what it is that you're going to do in life, it becomes something that's very easy to you. What is that thing that you like doing every day? Do that every day. When I ran track and I was getting ready for races, and I knew I had to run that 100-meter dash. I had to run that 200-meter dash. I had to come back and run a 4x1. If we had a 4x2, I was running that too. If we had an open 400, sometimes, but my coach, she was sneaky. She used to get me all the time and tell me, at the last minute, hey, you running that open 400. Oh, that used to be the fear of my life. I used to be like, oh my God, what's going to happen if I run this race? Did I practice for this race? No. Did my coach know that I could do it? Yes, she did. She saw a lot in me that I did not see in myself, but I had to believe that she believed. I had to believe in what she believed in. Once she said, hey, it's your time. You have to run. You have to run this open 400. I don't have anybody else to do it. We need to make up numbers. Oh, my God. I had to do it. Once I got on them blocks and that gun pop, I had to go. I couldn't think about nothing else. I couldn't think about if I was going to be first, if I was going to be last, and me only being 5'3", running with girls that are 5'7", 5'8". I'm thinking, for every 2 steps, I'm taking, they're taking 1. You know, so I mean, that's what we call fear. You know, it's thinking about the things that will put you behind instead of progress and move you forward. So, you know, what I've come up with is a little plan of mine that I'm definitely going to give you guys today, and it's how to stay motivated. Number 1, you want to take every day 1 day at a time. Okay, today is 1 day. Tomorrow is another day. If you don't finish today, you cannot get to tomorrow. Okay, and one of my favorite sayings is, you know, live for today, you know, and pray for tomorrow. You know, meaning seek the morning, more so than anything. Okay, surround yourself with positivity. I listen to Les Brown a lot. I listen to Bob Proctor. I listen to Dale Carnegie. One of the books that I actually have is Joyce Meyer. It's called Start Your Day Out Right. And just to share a little bit with you guys, and this is so weird, you know, even when I woke up this morning and I decided to do this hangout, you know, I was like, okay, let me look and see what's today. What does that say? Perfect love casts out fear. I don't know how clear you can see this, but it says, I have strength for all things in Christ who empowers me. I am ready for anything and equal to anything through him who infuses inner strength into me. I am self-sufficient in Christ's sufficiency. That's Philippians 4:13. And it also goes on to say, dread is a relative of fear. The devil tempts us with dread to get us to confess fear instead of faith. You understand where I'm coming from? I mean, come on now. This is in the word now. Come on. Okay, John 4:18 says, there is no fear in love. Dread does not exist, okay? But full-grown, complete, perfect love turns fear out of doors and expels every trace of terror. When you are fearful of something, it becomes a terror. It's like terrorism. You know, you shouldn't have that in your life. I have to get it out of my life. I had to. I'm past that point, okay? I really believe me getting on this video and sharing this with you guys, I'm past that point. Thank you, Jesus. I'm past that point, okay? But for fear brings with it the thought of punishment. And so he who is afraid has not reached the full maturity of love, okay? Basically saying it is not yet grown into love's complete perfection, okay? Enjoy your day knowing that God loves you, okay, or whoever it is that you serve. You know, I'm not too religious to the point where I understand that there's other religions out there. I call it relationship. So whoever you have a relationship with, just know that, you know, that person is on your side. Don't dread the hard things that you must do today, because God, my God, at least who I serve, is on my side, and he's ready to help me. So I had to put myself in that state of mind when I decided to do this hangout. I actually read this. I read this every day. It's like I say, Joyce Meyer, Starting Your Day Out Right. It's daily devotions for each morning of the year. But ever so happened, God must have knew that I was going to be, you know, put in a position to have the strength to do this video. And it's perfect love cast out fear. So basically, you know, what they're saying is, to do, how can you be afraid of it? You know, I love talking to people. I love motivating other people to do better, because it also helps me to move forward and do better in life. You know, but I really want to start helping more people to get past the threshold of what it is that's keeping them from progressing. You know, what it is that's holding them back, you know, and how we can actually make this thing work, okay? So number 3, I have, you know, create a dream board. If you got a blackboard or something, you know, around where you can actually use a quartet marker and a blackboard, if you don't, get one, because this is where you can write out, you know, what it is that you want, you know. And also, I do know for sure that, you know, if you ask, you will receive. Okay, if you knock, the door will be open. You seek, you will find. I mean, that's principles of the Bible. Okay, and more so, you know, the law of attraction, as we all know, what it is that you attract is definitely going to be something that actually puts you in a state of mind. Now, if you're negative, yeah, you're going to have a negative day. You know, if you're positive, you'll have a more positive day. But on your dream board, you can put, hey, I want to have a positive day every day. Okay, I want to strive and I want to have the motivation to get past whatever it is that's going to hold me back. Every day you do something, and this is from my personal experience, but I know you deal with this too. Every day you have a task or you have a job to go to, a 9 to 5, you may work from home, you may be your own boss. You have to face that day. You have to wake up. You have to decide that today is going to be a good day, and you have to decide what it is that you want today that you didn't have yesterday, and you have to do whatever it is that's going to get you to that point where, hey, today is going to be a better day. Okay, and throughout your life, put yourself in a positive frame of mind, and I guarantee it works. Trust me, it's working for me. It took me a lot of courage to get on here and talk to you guys. I don't want to get emotional right now, but I'm just saying, it took me a whole lot. Okay, but I'm smiling through my fears at the same time. Okay, so, ask yourself what you want, what it is that you want in life, and go for just that. Make realistic goals accordingly. So every day, that you live, that you are alive, make realistic goals. Make goals that are attainable. Don't put down too much, because if you write down too much, you're going to get scattered. You're not going to have direction, and you're not going to be able to get past point A to point B to get to point B, okay? Reward yourself, It's okay to have a glass of wine every now and then. Me personally, I like Moscato, okay, or I like Pinot Grigio, which is one of my favorites. But be real. Be real. People, they'll be more than apt to listen to what it is that you have to say. Don't fabricate anything. Don't be phony. Be exactly who you are. That's a part of allowing yourself to elevate. Okay, and when you're elevating, there's gonna be a lot of situations that are gonna try to pull you back, and take from you instead of give back to you. So reward yourself. Celebrate what it is. When I get off this camera, I'm gonna celebrate the fact that I actually did my first Google Hangout, and now I'm comfortable. I'm okay getting in front of the camera. I'm okay with that. Okay, so believe in yourself. Believe in whatever it is that you do. Not believe in what you're doing, because if you don't have a goal, first of all, you cannot start. You cannot believe. You cannot put yourself in a frame of mind to know what it is that you want. But believing is the first thing that you can do. Like they say, have the faith of a mustard seed. You put a mustard seed in your hand, you can't even see it. Have that much faith. Okay. Acknowledge your attributes. Anything that you're good at. If it's talking to people, you may change a person's life today by just talking, by just being yourself and looking into the possibilities of whatever it is that you're dealing with. You could be helping the next person. Okay, recognize your progress. Know that I made a breakthrough today. I got past the point today. It took a lot for me to do this, but it's done. Okay, we all cry a little bit, they say when you get emotional and you start crying, that's when truth is actually truth, okay? This is truth right here. I've been through so much of my life to the point where, hey, I had to get past my fears. And one of them was talking to people. And as much as, as much strength and gratitude that I have, to help other people, it used to hold me back. Because I'm going to be honest with you, obviously, somebody did not want me to do this hangout, okay? Or something didn't want me to do this hangout. If you call it fear, then that's what it is. But don't let whatever that is stop you anymore from this point on, okay? And then visualize accomplishing your goals. Think about it in your mind, what it is that you're doing. Put that mental image in your mind. They say imagination is the most powerfulest nation in the world. Just like when you were a child and you would watch cartoons and, you would, hey, I want to be that action figure. You had that in your mind that was what you were going to be. It may have turned out that you became somebody different in life, but you kept that in your mind. That was an imagination of yours. We all learned at a young age to imagine. So keep imagining what it is that you want. Keep that mental image in your mind every day, but also see yourself in that image. And the last thing, have no fear. Have no fear. Whatever it is that you're doing in life, have no fear. People sense fear, just like a dog. If you walk up to a dog and you look scared, he's going to know he has the power to stand up to him. You know, stand up to that person at work that makes you feel a certain type of way when you come into work this morning. You know, or you know, when you at lunch and you got to see this person and you're like, oh my God, there he go or there she go. I don't want to be around this person. That's fear. Okay, they're human just like you. If you cut them, they're going to bleed. I'm not saying go cut nobody or nothing like that, but I am saying that, you know, we are all human. You can't be scared of a person, you know, and God also said, you know, he gave us the spirit of power, okay, in a sound mind. So keep your mind clear, renew your mind every day, you know, think positive thoughts. Again, have no fear. I'm going to be doing more videos about different things. Feel free to, you know, put some comments below if there's something that you're dealing with, and I can definitely help you with. Most definitely, I will do a hangout just for you. You know, whatever it is, you know, I feel like this is my purpose, one of my purposes. I know we all have a purpose, we all have a calling. They're one and the same, but I know that definitely, you know, the reason for me being on earth is to definitely empower other people to become better, to be better at what it is that they're lacking, and to, you know, just live, man. More than anything, just live, you know, but don't live in fear. Okay? All right, so I'll see you guys on the next hangout in the next video. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye. God bless.